Hey guys, today's makeup is inspired by the Victoria's Secret fashion show. The makeup that is seen on the models and stuff. It always just kind of has like, you know, certain like themey look to it. I don't know. I did this look last year around the same time when the fashion show came on. I think it always comes on in December. Anyways, I did a look last year and it's kind of similar, but it's more natural. I didn't use as dark of colors on the eyes. This one's kind of a more sultry look. I really like this one better. This is very me. I really like this look. So I figured it'd be appropriate to do another one this year. It's very based off of, okay, it says, yeah, it's already been filmed, so I know that this is like, you know, I know this is like a look from it or whatever, but I saw this picture in a magazine of, I think her name's Adriana, that's not right. I don't know what her name is. Okay. This chick, and I based it off of her eye makeup. That looks so funny. It's like, hey, we're hanging out. Meow, meow. It probably does not look that weird on camera, but it's just like cracking me up. Okay. Anyways, so it's based off of this girl's makeup. I hope that you can see it. Hi guys, what's up? Okay, anyways, I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you'll try it out. If you do send me a video response, I know probably a lot of people will do these type of Victoria's Secret based makeup. I think they did. I think there was quite a few last year. So anyways, I hope that y'all enjoy it. If you want a look that's a little more natural and you're curious as to how I did that, you can watch mine from last year. I'll post it as a response to this one so you can check it out too. So I hope that y'all enjoy it. As always, I'll put a link to my blog where you can find more pictures, a list of all the products that I used, and if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Alright, so you want to start by applying some sort of eyeshadow base that prevents creasing. Next, I'm going to use kind of a darker cream shadow to really kind of intensify the dark in the first color that we're going to put down. I'm using the Benefit Creaseless Cream Shadow Liner in Skinny Jeans. It's just like a dark silvery gray. And I'm getting that onto a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma SS217. The MAC 217, any type of brush, it's shaped exactly the same. Like that is my favorite. Now I'm not going to go all the way in. You see how that inner corner is kind of really light. So you want to make sure that the most color's out here. And then kind of use a lighter hand as you go in. You can even use your finger to kind of smudge that so that you don't use the brush. And end up getting any more than you want. Alright, the eyeshadow colors and the placement for this look is very simple. You just want a dark gray. For that, I'm using the MAC Typographic, which is right there. It's probably my favorite dark gray. I'm using a Sigma 239 brush. It's kind of like a MAC 239, but it's fluffier. You see it's more dense, so you're going to be able to blend better with it. I kind of prefer this one. I do prefer this one. And I'm just going to take the color and dab it right along my lash line. So we're following the same placement idea as with the cream eyeshadow. The most color needs to be out here, and you don't want to blend it inward. When you get to that inner area, you just need to kind of pat because you don't want the color to go too far in. And then on this outer corner, you just want to take what's on the brush and kind of, you may need to dip it one more time, right into the tip of the brush. And just kind of stamp it right there. Oh, my hair's all in the way. I need to pin it back. You see, you kind of get that little cat eye effect. Now you can even use that same brush and do the same thing, kind of stamp the tip of it into the eyeshadow. And you can use it right here to just connect the color to your lower lash line. We want to keep this very bright. We just want the color on this outer corner. If you want, you can use a smaller brush, but I'm feeling kind of brave. Now, if you don't have this cream color base, don't worry about it. You can skip it, but I'm going to use it. It's the Hush Cream Color Base by MAC. It is a very pretty, like, peachy, rosy peach highlight shade. I don't know, it's frosted. I'm going to just apply that to my brow bone. It looks like it's kind of matching my skin tone, but really it's just slightly darker, so it just kind of warms up my brow bone and gives it some sheen. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eyeshadow. Take a medium colored brown. I'm going to use Soft Brown by MAC, which is right there. If you have like Wedge or those will work too. I like Soft Brown because it's a little warmer. And I'm just going to apply that right into the crease. Alright, and then on this inner corner, you want to put it right there as well. We'll brighten it up in a minute, but you just want it to be very kind of warm. And if you're darker skinned than me, then you can use a color that's kind of similar, usually maybe just a little lighter than your skin tone. You could even use this color as well. While it's almost the same as my skin tone, maybe just a little darker, it would work on darker skins as well. If you want to darken your crease even more, you can take a shade that's a little darker, not a super dark brown, but just a little bit. See, these are like, I consider dark browns, like this is Mystery and Handwritten and stuff like that. See, this one isn't as dark as Soft Brown, but it's kind of in the middle. This one's called Folly. I'm going to take that same blending brush and just put that right in the outer crease. Okay, no big deal. You can skip that if you want. Okay, then I'm going to take Grain. You don't want to go overboard with your brow highlight. That's why I just kind of added that pretty sheen. Just because we're going to have most of the highlight right here, and you don't want it to be overkill. I'm going to use Grain. Very, very pretty. This looks amazing on darker skin tones as well. So, it's a very versatile shade. I'm just going to put it on that fluffy brush and apply it right over where I applied the cream color base. Alright, and then take that same color on that same brush, put it right onto that inner corner. It's not going to leave much of a highlight. It's just going to kind of provide a little bit of a sheen. And then just kind of blend that over where it meets the dark gray, and it just kind of helps those colors blend together. Alright, now you're ready for this bright inner corner effect. For that, you can use so many different things. You can use a frosted white eyeshadow, you can use a pigment, you can use anything that you want really, a white eyeliner. I'm going to use, I don't want it to look so intense, so crazy. I'm using this, another cream color base in Pearl. Now these, you know, if you're going to use this, make sure to put a powder over it. I just like this because it blends really nicely. Doesn't give a very chalky effect for this under eye area. I don't know. It's kind of wet. And I'm using a MAC 272 brush, any kind of brush you want to use. And I'm just kind of stamping that around my tear duct. You don't want to go up too far right here. Just keep it right here on this part that kind of points downward. And then I'm just going to run it right along my lower lash line. Take a white frosted eyeshadow. Don't use a matte shade. It's just going to defeat the purpose. You're not going to have that pretty shimmer. Then again, you don't want to use something that's going to be like, ah. So, my favorite color is this Chill by MAC. It's a satin shade, so it's not a frost. It's not completely matte. It just has a pretty sheen to it, and that's what I want. I don't want a full-on, like, you know, crazy frosted look. And I'm just stamping it right over that color. And it just provides a really pretty sheen. Okay, for my eyeliner, I want to keep it very smoky, very soft. I'm not going to use a liquid or anything for that reason. I'm going to use a eyeliner, a pencil liner. This is the Stila Kajal eyeliner in Onyx. I normally don't use these on my upper lash line unless I'm really going to smudge it out. You can even take it onto a brush like this, like an angled brush. Apply it directly onto the brush and then apply it. I do that all the time with these. I think that's great. But I'm actually just going to apply it straight from the pencil. I usually don't do this unless if I'm lining my waterline with it. You don't have to be very precise because we are going to kind of shape it with this pencil. Don't take it all the way in. Stop just a little shy. Okay, and that's literally all you need to do. Okay, then I'm going to take this brush. It's a MAC 266, any kind of angled brush. Ooh, out of focus. And I'm just going to take the brush and go along the color. And it's going to kind of soften it. You can even kind of blend it upward. It's just so easy to shape. Most eyeliners do not have this consistency. It's very unique. I'm just going to use my MAC Feline Eye Kohl, and it's so much harder than this. This is just the softest eye pencil ever. And I'm just kind of creating like an outer flick. Just kind of easy to do with this. Then whatever's left on the brush, you can even apply a little more, like I said, onto the brush if you want. Just stamp it right along this outer edge. You don't want to go halfway in, not even a quarter of the way in. I mean, it's just probably literally the length of the brush. Alright, then I'm going to apply my mascara and my false lashes. I'm using these. They're the MAC number 36s. Oh, Okay, so I'm going to apply those, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to get the glow on your cheeks and the products that I used on my lips. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. I'm going to use the Ravishing Lipstick by MAC. I don't really do anything like super bold, I've noticed. I don't know, from the pictures that I've seen from this show and from the last show. Just kind of like really pretty peachy shades. I have on some lip balm, so it's probably going to sheer it out a bit. So that kind of creates a pretty like peachy lip. Then I'm going to apply the YSL Golden Gloss over it. It's kind of pink with gold. The Golden Gloss is the name of the line, but it's number 10. It's pink with golden shimmer. I think all of the colors in the Golden Gloss range have gold shimmer. Okay, I'm going to just apply a little bit of that over. You don't have to have this exact color. Just any kind of peachy lipstick, whatever you want to do will work. Alright, on my cheeks, I've already done my foundation and everything. If you want to apply a little bronzer, you can. I want like a pretty sheen on my skin. I'm going to actually use this. It's the So Ceylon Mineralized Skin Finish. It's really pretty. It doesn't have any like chunky shimmer or anything. I'm using this 131 brush. It's kind of like a duo fiber brush, but it's round. Rather than having that flat, you know, tip. For actual blush, I'm going to use the shade. It's called Cantaloupe. It's a MAC Pro color. Any kind of peachy, tan shade. Oh, totally thought I hadn't pressed record. Y'all, I'm like all over the place. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush. This is actually really good for blush. And I think that's it. To kind of get that glowy look right here. And a lot of people say don't apply, obviously, you would not apply a highlighter right here to the apples of your cheeks unless you're just wanting like a crazy, you know, like glue. But I'm going to use one that's not very shimmery, and I'm going to apply it right here. It's kind of a little secret. I used to do this a lot. I think I've told you guys about this before. This is the Emphasize Shape, or, yeah, Shape Powder by MAC Pro, I think, yeah. If you don't have this, use a satin shade of eyeshadow that's very light. You could even use Chill for this, but just don't use a very heavy hand. Literally, don't use much at all. You could even use that grain color if you're a little darker of eyeshadow. Alright, it kind of just brightens it up. Okay, I think we're finished. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.